Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Aftermath. My name is Ian, and as always, I'm joined by Dylan.
Wow.
Wow. Ooh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Mamma mia.
Yep. That shit's spicy.
Ooh, it's so good. Got ourselves a little blue moon here.
Mm-hmm. I wish it was less spicy outside because I'm fucking sweltering.
It's supposed to rain like a bunch.
50 days in a row.
50 days. The
That's
50 days.
What it felt like,
you're right,
man.
you're right.
Like, God damn.
My
Through a
name
mini
is-
monsoon.
My name is Greg, and here's the 50-day forecast.
You're fucked.
It's going to rain. It's going to rain for 2 months straight, and I can feel it in my bones.
Yep. I hope you enjoyed a flood
Oh.
back in 16. Get ready for round 2.
Yep.
That's my worst fucking nightmare, dude. I cannot do that again.
No, dude. We won't have to. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But there is a bunch of heat coming. Obviously, we're in May now.
Yeah.
And in our neck of the woods, it gets hot and wet.
Right. May you stay cool.
Yeah. You may try.
Maint.
Dude, Dylan. There's a group Discord chat that we have together with a few buddies of ours and family members and stuff. And I had jokingly was drinking a couple beers one afternoon, was just having a good day off, was having a fun time, and I jokingly posted the little PNG icon of the beer tankard from RuneScape,
Right.
and
everybody in chat responds with beer.
beeroo.
And
Yeah.
not long after.
Yes, I post the empty glass one, so it's just the beer glass, icon from RuneScape.
And
as
I
well.
immediately take the opportunity to respond with beernt.
And I sat there, and I kid you not. Not only did I laugh at that for like 5 minutes straight, but I was trying to come up with like another like quirky word like that to play off of you. And I sat there and I was like, I can't.
Stumped.
I was like, it's peak.
My mug
I
shall
can't-
remain empty.
I can't. Beert is my favorite new word that is not a real word at all. But I was like, after that, I was like, I can't even come up.
You would struggle to call our colloquialisms any kind of like structured language.
Hey, but it makes sense to me.
It's funny.
It's funny.
It makes me laugh.
Yeah, we get it. We get a good laugh out of it, and that's all that matters. But I definitely, I sat there, and for a second, I was like, what else could how could I play off of this, and do a little comedic back and forth. And I sat there, and I was like, I can't.
There's just no way.
There's no way. It's perfect. It's perfect. I did the what is the reaction meme of the guy like taking off his glasses and like rubbing his eyes and saying it's peak.
Right.
It's peak. I can't. There's nothing else. There's nothing that can be said.
Absolute alcoholism.
Yeah, exactly. It was perfect. So yeah, I've been thinking about that the past few days. Beernt. Oh man.
Yep.
Well, I sat down with Dylan briefly tonight and was like, do we have anything on the dock we want to watch like immediately right now? I know we got 2 back-to-back that Maya was wanting to watch that we wanted to get out of the way under our belts, and I'm super happy with how they turned out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy with the movies that we actually that we picked because, man, they were so... I needed to watch some movies like that again that were just like, I don't know, classic films that had a lot of character, had a lot of spice and flavor. Oh, I shouldn't say spice. That's not an appropriate term in the modern age. It had just a lot of it had its own character and its own like weird genre of like its own quirky thing. And I don't know, man. I know that there are modern movies that do still kind of have that, and I mentioned this on those episodes before.
Right.
But I forgot. I was like, man, I needed to watch a movie like that I've watched some, besides the stuff we watched for the show, some of the stuff that I've watched in my day-to-day life, I haven't been super happy with and been just kind of like, this just kind of feels like a cash grab, or this feels like nostalgia bait that just is not
to find something
good.
that really clicks.
Yeah, or something like
Scratches that itch.
I'm going to see the new Backrooms movie the day before the premiere which is, I think, by the time you all are watching it, it will release today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing it the night before, so by the time this episode airs, I will have seen it, and I'm trying not to have too high expectations, but at the
pretty good.
But at the same time, the man, the myth, the legend, Kane Pixel, that like made the YouTube series, and yes, there's many people that have like done their own things with the Backrooms aesthetic. For me, he is like the OG,
right?
Who has like put in a bunch of work into it and has like made it his passion project for the past like 3 or 4 years or 4 or 5 years, however long it's been.
Mm-hmm.
And from the people that I've heard that have worked on the set of the movie, it was awesome working with him, and they were so appreciative of the whole process, and they were like really excited and hyped about it.
We can only hope that's indicative of quality.
And it's also by A24, which is usually always a great studio for making kind of like interesting, artistic, kind of strange movies or avant-garde stuff or weird passion projects that may not be like quote unquote
weirdos,
like the
stuff that is markedly different.
Yeah. The stuff that's like the stuff that fits everyone, quote unquote, like the normal people would like. This is the kind of I don't know. A24 is always. Yeah, A24 has made interesting stuff, and even though I may not be a fan of all their movies that they've published, I can still look at a lot of them.
Good stuff, and
I can say, oh, okay, they curate a bunch of artists doing their thing, and I'm all for that.
Yeah,
people making cool shit. I always love that.
Oh yeah,
and so, anyways, I'm trying not to have too much expectations, but I watched a video that kind of like compiles the story thus far and potentially puts where the movie may kind of be in the timeline. So I know kind of what happens possibly before. I know maybe what kind of happens afterwards, but obviously we don't know anything that happens in the movie yet. Anyways, so like I'm thinking about these old movies that again have this like character and this like passion and this story, and it's something different. And I'm hoping that like maybe this new film as well will kind of be some of that. We recently watched the new Hathaway movie.
Oh, dude.
What a treat.
Mm-hmm. Been looking forward to that for
a lot
since the announcement.
I've been looking forward to it since the end of the first one.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
I wonder how they're going to round this out with the third film.
I have said this before.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with the first film, the first films of a franchise.
Right.
It gives you the ability to establish the setting, establish the world, the characters, the motivations, the factions, the powers at play. But sometimes with the second movie, you can really dig in to a character, you can dig into a group, or you can expand the story in an interesting and unique way. And I wouldn't say that the first Hathaway movie followed that to a T. Like, I think it did. There is a bigger story.
Right. It gives you a timestamp and like what's going on with some of the current events, but it doesn't waste any time with like expounding upon the entirety, the multiple wars and conflicts that have taken place since then.
You do kind of have to know a little bit about what's happening thus far, but again, it's not like you can't enjoy the film for what it is.
Yeah.
But I think more so what I was meaning in that is there is a larger story, and by the finishing of the first one, the story hasn't like fully concluded. So like there is like unlike some films like this where like you have the first movie is like the first arc of the story, and then like the journey continues in the second one. This one is like there is like a major arc that is like passing between this one and the second one, with minor things that take place in that.
Yeah.
But I do still think it holds true the belief that I have that like we got to really dig in and have some more like everyday life moments and kind of more grounding character moments in the second one.
Dude,
that
I had an inkling about like how affected Hathaway was by the shit he went through like back during Char's counterattack. I did not realize the motherfucker was getting schizophrenic with it.
He was getting
Like,
Zeta.
holy
He was
shit.
getting Zeta by it.
Right, he's being haunted by Amuro's ghost, telling him to fix his shit before everything goes to hell.
Yeah.
And, oh my god, dude!
Yeah,
he almost goes off the. He's already off the deep end, but he's almost like going further.
But at the same time, I mean, he was a kid with PTSD,
right?
So and space PTSD at that. Who knows what that does to a person?
Yeah.
He's also a new type, I think. So, like, that man's riddled with problems. With it, I have no idea.
He's got every debuff currently known to man.
Yes, yeah.
Not only that, he's leading a terrorist cell trying to force everyone to move into space.
Yep.
Oh,
and he's also he's in the process of losing his
he's slowly like losing his people.
His wife or lover, I don't know.
Right, his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And my God, dude.
Oh, he's going through the ringer, man.
Not to mention this shit with his father, Captain Bright.
The
Gundam captain.
Before we touch on that, because I trust me when I say I do want to bring that up.
Oh, yeah.
I have said this time and time again about anime, about films, about cartoons, about storytelling. I love it when a character... Sometimes you can write like a fictional character or like a super character, kind of larger than life or like untouchable in a way, like a protagonist. You kind of have that, like, you have plot armor. You can't really kill them off. There's sometimes there's some quote unquote bad things that happen to them, but like not really. But I like it whenever there's moments or there's aspects of a character that makes them feel fragile. Or human, if you will.
Right.
And in the first film, we didn't quite get that. Oh, we kind of did, with...
Yeah, there were little hints here and there.
But he still had the facade of, like, I'm the leader of this rebellion or terrorist group, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So he still had to, like, put the face on of, like, I'm the boss. Which, it happens.
Right.
But in this film, we get these little moments...
Right, whenever he's alone.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And then not only that, again, we got these like little flashback sequences with him and his girlfriend and how much she's been through with him. Yeah. But we get those flashback sequences after we get these like moments where they're like in passing, where you can, and it's written so well. And the character, like the emotions feel so real. The conversations between two people. And I think this is touching close to home because I know that I've been in a situation like that before with a partner where, like, we have a lot of chemistry, this partner and I. And we're, like, having a conversation about something, maybe a little bit of an argument, but we're not really talking about what we're not really getting to the meat and potatoes of it. And partially because, like, we don't want to have that argument, at least not here in this setting. Yeah. You know what I mean? And, like, and that's what I'm talking about. It's, like, it's those human elements of, like, he is in the process of, like, she is unhappy with what he's doing, and he is trying his best to, like, continue in his work, and is trying to kind of, like, be there. But, like, it's just all this, like, it's interesting relationship drama, but not, like, drama. It just feels real. Yeah. The way the characters are written and the way they are speaking to each other, they have rapport. They have chemistry that I don't, as the viewer in this time in the movie, I don't know all that what they've been through, but I don't have to know that to know, like, there's something going on here. Right. They're very close, and they're, like, having a moment where, like, they're upset with each other, and they're having just these little exchanges of words where I'm like, ooh, it makes me feel uncomfortable because I'm like, I've been there.
I feel like I'm eavesdropping.
Because I'm like, I don't need to be. You guys are having a moment right now, and I love that. It feels so human. Yeah. And then again, to kind of flash forward, like I was talking about with these, we get this flashback sequence where we get to see all the, like, ups and downs of their relationship and how she's kind of been with him through, like, the very beginning of this whole process. Yeah. And how, like, slowly as he's gotten more and more responsibility, there has been a wedge that's kind of driven them apart. And you can kind of see now why she is concerned, a bit colder, a bit like, what about me? Right. You're so wrapped up in all this shit. Like, what about my feelings?
What's going on, man?
Yeah. It used to be me and you through thick and thin. and now what's up? And it's like, oh shit, dude.
Like, there's another woman.
Yeah. Well, and that's the hard part too. Is like then there's this whole situation with
GG.
And I don't God. And then I don't even want to get into all that. But but that's the thing is like there again. I don't know. It's just those moments like that. I
can't believe this motherfucker fumbled the redhead, dude.
Oh my God, you idiot! You had it all, man. Oh yeah.
Time for him to fumble another one.
And then I enjoyed the fight sequences in the first film.
Oh yeah. It was nice.
It was nice.
Having, like with the first one, you get the ant's eye view.
Yes.
Of actual mobile suit combat.
A lot of them didn't feel super drawn out. They were pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the big fight sequence was kind of done in the dark of night,
right,
over water.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a lot of it was obscured and was kind of cool and not. I don't know. You didn't see everything,
right?
But not in this one.
Oh yeah, dude!
Broad daylight, baby.
We got full display.
We got action after action. We got loss after some tragedy after some bullshit.
Oh yeah,
and then we get like some. I mean, beautiful fight sequences.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is what I'm talking about.
The sound design, just like in the first movie, is out of this fucking world.
We saw it in the movie theaters.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it in the cinema, and it was like beautiful.
Perfect.
It was beautiful.
Everything I was hoping for.
Yes, and then some. So anyways.
We actually get to see a mobile suit's reactor go critical in atmosphere.
And it was big.
Mm-hmm. You don't fuck around with those things while you're on the Earth.
Yeah.
But
was that an accident? I think that was on purpose, wasn't it?
I think it might have been. I don't know.
I think from what happened, I think it was kind of a purposeful thing, but it definitely it went nuclear is what it felt like. And it was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard tale of that, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
I love how the Kasai Gundam in this movie almost feels like a shark in the water whenever it's in the air.
Yeah.
Because of that crazy ass Minovsky flight system it's got. It's got insane
maneuverability.
In atmosphere maneuverability.
It's crazy.
So much so that it is able just to completely mop the floor with damn near anything that it comes into contact with.
Right.
And dude, this final bout between Hathaway and Lane.
So good.
It was fantastic.
It was great.
My favorite part is something that doesn't happen often in the Gundam franchise. It's like close quarters combat between mobile suits. Like not with beam sabers. That shit happens all the time. I'm talking bare knuckle brawling.
Oh yeah. And throwing hands.
Oh yeah. And even then just throwing.
Yeah.
like Lane tries he might is trying to get the drop on Hathaway in the air, and he just can't get into a good position.
No.
He overtakes him easily and is just tossing him around.
Yeah, literally.
Like a rag doll.
There's a point, dude, there's so many points where I think at one, like where he just decks the shit out of him, and you just like feel it's so good.
Like they were in the air whenever that first throw happened, and then you see him like hit the ground, and I'm like, oh shit!
Oh no!
I didn't realize we were that close.
Yeah.
And from that point on, whatever cobbled together mess Lane is piloting is just starting to fall to pieces.
Oh yeah, they can't handle it.
And it's funnily enough an old training suit that is highly reminiscent of the new Gundam.
Yeah, the silhouette feels the same.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what triggers his his PTSD.
As soon
he's
as
like,
Hathaway gets a glimpse of it, he's like, "What the fuck? What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
He starts going nuts. He starts talking to Amuro.
Yeah.
Like
but he's
still in the air fighting Lane. And
Lane's like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Is he talking to me?
What's going on with you, man?
You talking to me?
Right. Yeah. And of course he doesn't do anything because he's still firing like at nothing in the air.
Right.
But in Hathaway's cockpit, he's going fucking nuts, seeing a bunch of fin funnels everywhere, trying not to die.
We're everywhere!
Because of all the things that you don't want to see as a pilot, it is the fucking white devil of the Federation.
Yep.
With one of his highest performing mobile suits at the peak of his piloting ability.
Yeah.
You do not.
No.
That's a death sentence.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
That's good shit, dude.
Yeah.
And then to go back to what we were talking about, we got to see Bright.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, I had
just chilling out at home.
I don't think if he did show up in the first one, it was very brief, or like it was. I was going to say he didn't show up in the first one. I didn't think
he was mentioned, but that was it.
And that was the one thing I had said jokingly. I was obviously, I knew this movie was probably going to be at least good. I was going to say, I didn't think it was going to be bad at all. But one thing I had jokingly said to myself, I was like, I'm going to be upset if I don't, A, see Bright, at least once.
Right.
And, or B, potentially him slap somebody.
Right.
Or I don't get a Bright slap in some capacity. I've got to get something.
If Bright's on the screen, some bitch is getting slapped.
Somebody's getting slapped. And then sure enough, in some of the flashback, not only do we get to see Bright in his old age being like, I got to go fly back to Earth to go handle some
calling me
stuff.
out for work.
Yeah. But then we get some flashback sequences whenever
during
Hathaway's
counterattack, Hathaway's going on his little diatribe.
And we get a moment where Bright
just
slaps somebody, and I was like,
5 across.
10 out of 10.
Shit's trademarked.
I was like, this movie, 10 out of 10. Everything's perfect.
It was with some force, too.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to imagine that in this household, Hathaway has gotten 5 across once or twice at the very least. But given the circumstances at that time, motherfucker didn't hold back. He gave him a wallop.
Yeah, dude.
It's insane because it was from Hathaway's perspective too. Yes. It was like the first POV. You're wanting like a bitch during a military engagement.
Oh man, you're wanting like a bitch in a bitch. Me when Captain Bright tells me to shut up.
No,
yeah,
I raised. I did not raise.
Yeah. I hold back.
I have raised multiple children.
And I hold back for all these other children, but I do not hold back for mine.
Right.
Damn.
Mine gets the worst. I hold you to a higher standard. You shouldn't have to be dealing with this shit.
Because you're going to be the best, okay? Damn. That's crazy.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't have hit him so hard.
That's okay. I think Hathaway's going to turn out okay.
Fucking maybe, dude. He's slowly starting to fall into the same trappings Char did during his counterattack.
I still have hope.
Maybe. We'll see. Because I think the manga or light novel for it has been completed. I can't remember what it is.
Really?
I haven't read it, so I don't know what happens, and I don't know if they've taken any major departures.
Okay.
Besides like some of the designs, but so far that's all I know.
If I had to hypothesize on what I would like. I would like for there to be something to happen between him and Hathaway and Gigi. Like, doesn't quite work out in some capacity.
Yeah, because she is obviously not having a healthy effect on him.
Not only a healthy effect on him, but I feel like she has a special connection with Hathaway specifically, which may just be like a new type thing, I think.
Maybe.
But she feels flighty. Yeah. She feels like she's just willing to do. She's willing
by the seat of her pants.
She's willing to hook up with anybody to get to the next location. Is what it feels like.
Devil may care.
Right. And not to say that I forgot what her name was. His original girlfriend. I forgot what the redhead. Whatever her name was. Apologize, forgot.
Right.
Again, I didn't really get to see her a whole lot in the first one, and only watched this movie once in the theaters. I would love, even though she probably doesn't deserve to take him back, Hathaway.
Yeah, no.
I would love for there to be something that happens between that where like he ends up waking up to his ways and realizing that Gigi's not good for him in some capacity, and then rekindling his relationship with her.
Yeah. Or at the very least having some sort of reconciliation.
Yes. I would like something. I don't know. That's just the only thing because I feel like I don't know. I know that it probably would never happen, but like that's.
Because I mean, he's in dire straits. He's losing people left and right.
Yeah.
He already lost one of his ships.
Yes.
I don't mean starship. I mean like actual boat
ships. Yeah.
But
yeah, man. It's tough.
It's looking like if there is a way to get back from that, it's slim.
Yeah.
Like, especially with how drastic a change he's trying to force.
Yeah.
With military might. Like it.
Do we know? Well, obviously, I think you've said. I think doesn't Victory come after this technically?
Victory, yes, is somewhere down the line. I want to say after this would technically be F91.
Really? Okay.
Because this is UC 90 something, maybe 103. I can't remember which. Because Unicorn was UC 96.
Yeah. So wait, is this happening after Unicorn?
Yes.
Get out!
Uh-huh.
Whoa, wait a minute,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. That puts things into perspective
the whole
for
Psycho
me.
Frame era has passed.
Yeah, really?
They locked that shit away.
No way.
Uh-huh. Because, I mean, you see the Unicorn
yeah.
units all, like, wrapped and taped up, like, sealed in narrative.
Yeah.
So they were like, all right, we're done with this. We're
so
not
wait,
gonna touch it.
when was Narrative? First of all, by the way, Narrative was the first Gundam I think I ever watched ever. So I mean, it's been
Unicorn was the first.
Oh, you mean you're right.
We watched Narrative shortly after.
Regardless, I don't remember a whole lot of Narrative.
Yeah, it's been a
we actually we watched Unicorn, and I've seen many scenes from that before, but I haven't watched. When was Narrative in the timeline? Was that after Unicorn?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It wasn't long after Unicorn. I would have to look to see what the date is.
But potentially, as you're saying, they've wrapped up Unicorn. It's all locked away.
Yeah, all that shit with the Fenix was like the last of it.
Wow. And so you're saying that because of that, maybe Hathaway is directly after Narrative?
Not directly after, but
sometime after.
A good bit after, for sure.
So didn't they change at the end of Unicorn? Didn't they change the Universal Century? Isn't it now like the... Or am I wrong? Was it different?
No, it's still the Universal Century.
Okay.
They uncovered the original charter of the Universal Century, and that was what the whole revelation was about, is that it made mention of and included new types, which at that point everybody was still like skeptical about and what have you.
But, damn, I didn't... Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, I thought that Unicorn, all that happened way after all this. But okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So you're saying that potentially F91 comes
I think so.
After this.
Yeah.
Because what I was saying is that do we know, I mean, based on context clues from what we know in the future, do we know what potentially happens to his,
I mean, it's...
Not knowing the end of the actual novel or whatever,
yeah.
but is there...
From what I understand, it's pretty self-contained. Like, a lot of the Universal Century stuff is loosely connected.
Right.
By way of it being called Universal Century,
whatever.
What have you. But at some point down the line, we're going to see F91, Crossbone, and...
I forgot Crossbone.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
Yes, yeah.
The Universal Century leads into Crossbone. That's insane to me.
And Crossbone's only like a manga graphic novel thing, okay?
For now. If they ever decide to fucking animate that shit.
Hell. That would be crazy.
Gotta see my boy Seabook again.
Dude,
man.
Okay. Dude, I also remember, we've only watched F91 once, and I remember liking it a lot.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely one of my favorites.
I also want to watch 8th MS Team so bad.
Yes, dude.
That's one of those ones that I've been thinking
about.
All
the little 1 Year War side stories,
dude,
are some of my favorites.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
War in the Pocket, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh, so good.
Stardust Memory.
Oh, dude, Stardust. Don't get me started on Stardust
Gundam
Memory,
Top Gun.
Yeah, dude. I love that shit.
Top Gundam.
Yeah, Top Gundam. That's perfect. Oh, man.
We still need to get Igloo under your belt,
You're
too.
right.
That crazy-ass little CG series I got.
That was during the 1 Year War as well?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, it's just a collection of little stories from that period, including, but not limited to, the Hildolfer.
Yes.
And man...
Wasn't there... I'm sorry, continue.
Never has there been a more beloved tank mobile suit to me than the OG gun tank.
Of course.
But the fucking Hildolfer, man.
It's a good...
It's thing is rad.
It's a chunking unit.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go... I mean, there's...
big-ass gun.
You're right. You can't... If there's a few things I know about Dylan is if it's big, if it's armored, if it's got big guns, I mean, it's probably...
It's a shoe-in.
It's a shoe-in. And I'm pretty sure it's got all of those. So it's like, I mean, you're definitely...
Yeah.
It's hard not to like you.
And it's crazy because it's not an archetype of mech that I usually enjoy is anything that has treads because, I mean, it's just a tank with a torso.
Right.
But this one, man.
Something special.
Like, it's able to transform and switch between modes, which is why I think I give it a pass.
Yes.
Not only because of how cool it looks, because it makes sense.
Right.
But, man, I just can't. I don't think I'm ever going to get over how much I like it.
Right. Wasn't there... I know there's like a new series, QUUU, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
But wasn't there like a new movie that was supposed to drop as well that was like in Unreal Engine or something like that? Like it was like all CGI?
You're thinking of Requiem for Vengeance.
Has that released yet?
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
I missed that.
It was streaming on Netflix for a while. I don't know if it's still on there, but I heard varying things about it. A lot of people were iffy on the CG. I was able to see a few scenes from it that I think I showed you at one point. They look pretty cool.
I can imagine the CG probably looks good in the fight sequences, but maybe not so much in the human department.
For sure. But yeah, I'd say it's...
Was that also a standalone thing, or was that UC as well?
It's UC, like during the 1 Year War.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
From the Xeon perspective.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people, I think, were giving it a rough time because of, like, being of that perspective. You're meant to try and root for these characters, even though they're an invading army.
Yep.
Trying to conquer the earth.
Right. And you're like,
and I'm like, man, I
don't think I can.
Right. I can still see you as a person.
Yes.
But your sympathies to the war effort are lost on me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, I think it might hold up if we want to give that one a shot.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. But anyways, I'm looking forward to what the future holds for Hathaway and what that potentially goes. Dude, there were so many beautiful shots of what looks like real rendered like backgrounds with the anime characters over top of it, which when I say it like that makes it sound like it would be
kind of jarring,
not good.
Right.
But like I just can't describe it. There's a moment where like Ethan made the joke in the theater. There's like a moment on the ship where like the camera is low down and looking up at a window, and the window's open, and there's a curtain flying in the wind, and it looks like a real piece of fabric flying in the wind. And Ethan said all the budget went into that.
They spent
curtain.
all the fucking money on that curtain.
And I was like, you think so? There's a couple of sequences where Gigi's at like this island getaway place, like in hiding. And she's like on the beach, and there's a shot of like a pier with like the ocean water, a sunset, and it looks real. Like it looks very, if it's animated, it looks very.
It's got a very realistic style.
Yeah, exactly. And then of course she walks onto the pier, watching out at the sunset on the water, and she's obviously like an anime character, but like it all fits in the scene together in a cool, interesting way. There's a couple of spots like that may be a little bit jarring. That's like not, but like I don't think it was bad at all. It was, I don't know. It was just, I loved it. It was beautiful. I love that film, and I can't wait to watch it again actually, because there's a lot of, I think, little nuanced things that I missed on my first run that I want to pick through, and I don't know. I'm excited.
We'll get there.
Exactly. A lot of interesting side characters as well that I'd love to see where they lead and what happens and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah. I didn't mean to take up a lot of time on that, but I was like, but it's a big thing.
Right.
Another thing I've been doing, Maya and I have been rewatching the original trilogy of Star Wars. And those are great. Yep. I love Star Wars. I love classic Star. I love George Lucas Star Wars.
Yep. Compared to everything else,
I love LucasArts Star Wars.
Yep.
Yeah, and so we watched A New Hope. Obviously, she was a bit confused, so she was like she tried to start a Phantom Menace, and she was like, "This is not what I thought it was," and I was like, yes, technically in the grand scheme of things, it is episode 1,
right? But
you're looking for episode 4, the original trilogy, and she's like, "Oh,
the very beginning, middle."
So exactly right, the beginning, middle part. So we sat down and watched A New Hope, and watching it in like crystal clear HD,
it's something else.
On like, well, I'm saying that like a lot of the hiding of crimes that I think may have happened on the older stuff wasn't able to happen because we're watching it like in super clean ultra definition or whatever on the big TV in the living room with the sound bar. So we're hearing all these like big sounds, and it was so special.
Yeah.
But there's like a lot of like little quirky things about A New Hope that like kind of make it feel like a little bit lower budget than I thought it was. Oh, yeah. And also, again, it's been a long time since I've rewatched these films, so I don't really remember all the different stuff about it. I was like, again, watching it again, seeing how some of the things were kind of built or put together or a bit wobbly and just like not super clean cut. Mm-hmm. It was charming.
It's made of garbage.
Yeah, right.
Or everyday household items.
The movie was
I fucking love that shit.
The movie was released in 1977, and like it feels like that with the hairstyles, the kind of the look of certain people, and like just the kind of vibe of like old Star Wars. And I was like, man, I haven't watched.
I'd give anything to be able to watch that for the first time again.
And I'm so glad that you said that, because I think the last time Maya had watched these films, she was like a kid, long time ago. And it was most of the way through A New Hope that she was asking some questions that made me consider, do you remember remember the details of these movies?
Right.
And I had specifically asked her, I was like, because she was talking about the kind of like the weird, I'll say weird, the kind of like love triangle of like Luke, Leia, Han situation that happens in A New Hope.
Right.
And I was like, do you know the relationship of like Luke and Leia? And she was like, no, not really. Why? What's up? And I was like, oh, nothing. I'm just curious.
That is insane.
And so that was my first question, because if she was going to say yes, I was going to like ask a couple more questions just to kind of gauge how much she did remember or did know. But because she didn't even remember that, I was like, I'm not going to ask my second question.
Right. I can't say a damn thing,
because the next question was going to be, do you know the plot twist that happens in Empire Strikes Back? Because I was like, and the second that she said that, I was like, I think for the first time, I may be able to sit here and watch Star Wars with someone who does not remember a damn thing about Star Wars.
How does it feel?
And I was like, it felt good.
Yeah, dude.
It felt so good. And so, and then, I'm getting ahead of myself. Just remind me of Lord of the Rings in a second.
Right.
So we're sitting here watching A New Hope. And it's a nice
emphasis on new.
Yeah. It's a concise story. It's the hero's journey, a classic story. And like I said, we get to understand the characters a little bit more. We get to see their shenanigans. We get the big bad guy, exploding Death Star, the planet blowing up. She was like, "Holy shit, they blew up the planet!" And I was like, "I know, right? It's crazy." And so like it was so and obviously she asks a couple questions about how things work or operate, and of course, I mean you can't be sitting next to me and, of course, ask, like, I wonder how that works. So I'm like, well,
let me tell you.
Yeah. She's like, there was like a moment where she was like, like, how did, like, or like, why is Chewbacca, why is Chewbacca?
Why is Chewbacca Wookiee?
No, not like that. Like, why is Chewbacca so chill with Han? Like, what's up? And I was like, well.
What's this fucking Sasquatch guy in the cloud with this random dude?
Exactly. When I was like, well, actually, that's kind of how, that's how Wookiees work. There's like a whole life debt thing. You see their life, they will like they'll serve you. And that's like that's their whole shtick. And that's what happened. Han Solo saved Chewbacca's life, and now they're like partners forever. And she's like, "That's sick." And I was like, "Yeah." So it's like a lot of that kind of stuff where like we were eating food and hanging out and stuff. But we get to Empire Strikes Back, and dude,
I can only imagine.
Like I said before, A New Hope is a good film. Right. It's perfect. There's again, it has the hero's journey arc. It concisely ends, and like it could be, if you could watch that, and like that could be like the end of it, really, with how concise it is. I mean, like obviously there's still some things, but like there is like and they all lived happily ever after kind of feeling towards the end of it. Empire Strikes Back, obviously, is people's number one. Favorite for many reasons.
Considered the quintessential sequel.
The quintessential sequel. And one of the pins that I put in that board of like the sequel can be better than the original.
Yeah.
The number 2 movie can be the most fun and the best film for all the reasons that I've said in the past. Look at all the references that I have said it on this podcast alone.
Yeah.
And Empire Strikes Back hits all that. we get going right into some action. We don't have to like go through all the fluff of like learning certain people. We're still learning about the rebellion. We're still learning about some like pretty big things, but like you fundamentally know who Han is, who Luke is, who Leia is, and kind of what their like vibes are. They get started off really hot and heavy with like the will they, won't they of Luke and Leia, and you're like, okay, like I know where our focus is on, and I'm talking immediately.
Yep.
This movie released 3 or 4 years after the original, after A New Hope. And I'm telling you, man, the budget shows.
Made a hell of a difference.
I'm telling you, man, and I told Maya this. I was like, Empire Strikes Back is like touted as like everyone's favorite Star Wars film. And she's like, why is that? And I was like, there's a number of reasons that I'm not going to tell you now because I'm going to spoil things for you. Which I can't believe I'm saying that about Empire Strikes Back to anybody.
Crazy.
Anybody.
Everybody.
In the year of our Lord 2026.
If you fucking breathe.
Yeah.
As far as I was aware, you knew.
Yeah. I am your father. Yeah,
right. Exactly.
Right.
It's one of the most like referenced and like quoted scenes.
And I'm not saying that Maya didn't know that. I think she may have known that moment specifically, but just didn't know the context of it all. Because obviously it's hard not to know about it.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, as I was talking with her, and I was like, we got halfway through that film, and she's like, I know why this is people's favorite now, because like she was like seeing all the action sequences, the miniature of the AT-ATs and the whole ship thing, how they crash down, and all the like, and I was kind of telling her about how these little things work and how that little quirky thing works. And she's like, oh, this is so cool. And of course, obviously, she also witnessed it. She was like, oh, this like. They got some budget for this one. I was like,
Look at the money.
Precisely.
Look at that cash.
Yeah. So we get down towards the end of the film, and the biggest thing that she was surprised about was the fact that Darth Vader cut his arm off.
Yeah.
So like there was the betrayal of Lando Calrissian, all that whole sequence of investment. She was like, and it was like surprised by it all. And I was like, oh shit, dude. I was eating it
Vader's
up.
showing up in the fucking dining room.
Dude. The second
you open the door and dude, there he is
again, because also Lando does such a good job being like all buddy, and of course it's like trying to swindle Leia and all that shit. The second he opens the door and Vader's there and Lando
standing there,
just aura farming.
Oh my god!
Just sitting in the chair and stands up, and of course, and then the thing is, the fact that like Lando wasn't like surprised by it all.
Right.
Like Maya was like, "Oh, that two-timing bitch." I was like, "I know,
Han
right?"
Immediately opens fire.
Exactly.
Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just that whole shit that happened. And of course, the whole carbonite freezing, and I was kind of had to describe to her kind of what all that's about. And then, like I said, there's a moment whenever he chops his hand off, and she's like, "Oh my god!" She's like, she's like, things are going south fast, and I was like, "I know."
Yeah.
So, anyways,
because by himself,
yeah,
everyone else has just barely escaped.
Yes. And of course, he's like dangling off the edge, and she's like, I don't think I realized this until I was watching it through the lens of someone who hasn't watched it a lot.
Yeah.
He's like flailing around a lot on that tiny little antenna. There's a couple moments where he's like trying to like get his bearings, and he just starts he just like flails back, and Maya's like, and she's like, oh, chill, dude, chill. And I was like, I know. So, anyways, it was a lot of fun to like experience that again. We like began Return of the Jedi. I'm thinking about the other.
Yeah.
We watched Return of the Jedi. We got probably like halfway through it before it got pretty late that night and we went to bed. But like we got to see the whole like, it was just, I don't know. It's so good. And I was having such a fun time with it. And I was like, man, this is to go back to Lord of the Rings. I had Maya and I were talking about it over dinner a couple nights ago or whatever. The day after, let me collect myself. We got like halfway through Return of the Jedi. Right. The next day at like lunch, we were kind of talking about it and stuff. We're just kind of like having some food and hanging out and stuff. And I started talking about the fact that I was like, another franchise that I haven't watched in a long time that I think I'm ready to emotionally endure again is Lord of the Rings.
Damn.
It's been a long time since I've watched it. And it's not like I haven't watched it because I'm not emotionally ready. I just know that if I'm gonna watch it, it's gonna be like I'm gonna like it's hard all the way. It's hard not to have some tears well up, and it's hard not to have this moment of friendship and brotherhood and kinship and all this, all the good shit.
Oh yeah,
that like Tolkien's all about. I love the books, love those movies separately for what they are.
Oh yeah,
and I haven't rewatched those films in a long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I sat there with mine. I said that, and she's like, I think I may have watched most of the first one or most of like the first two of them or something. And I was like, to be honest, she probably has only watched most of the first one because I don't think she realized how long the films are. Maybe
definitely,
I could be wrong, but. And needless to say, I told her, I was like, I think I'm ready to shed those tears again. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm not saying nothing. If you don't remember anything from Star Wars, I'm not telling you nothing. But I was like,
you're already putting me through the ringer.
Yeah. But I was like,
shit.
But I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to do that again. And I'm excited to potentially watch those movies with her. So that's going to be fun to potentially experience those movies again. Not only through like my fresh set of eyes, because it's been a long time since I watched them, but also through somebody who hasn't potentially seen them at all, which I think is special.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So
the reason this came up as like a topic of conversation the night before was because I had decided to take a little jaunt down memory lane and go through Star Wars The Force Unleashed again.
Dude, yes.
And I had been playing it off and on for the past like few months, and I decided to just go ahead and wrap it up and finish the first game. And dude, if there is anything that I love more than, I don't know, like a good combat system, it's a good combat system mixed with physics.
Yeah, dude.
And with the main character being a Force user in The Force Unleashed, you can just flail damn near anything around in the air. You can shock motherfuckers. You can just...
Dude, there's a couple of Star Wars games that we just never really got back to. I am reminded of the lightsaber combat and the dismemberment and like physics of certain parts in Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy is touted as one of the best like lightsaber battling video games out there, especially after like with some like mods and stuff they have to make it even more snappy and good.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's people that have said this for like ever, like we never have gotten back to like a combat system in a Star Wars game like that. And I would agree in some capacity.
Yeah.
And then we have a game like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh.
And it's like a great BioWare
classic
RPG companions, loot, all the fun systems of an RPG game, and just haven't quite got back to something like that before.
Yeah.
We got other like PS2 games, like pod racing type games.
The Rogue Squadron series.
Rogue Squadron, dude.
Republic Commando.
Battlefront 2. Yeah, Republic Commando, a little Halo dupe.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, and then we have, again, like Battlefront 2 as far as like little battle simulations. It was like, that's
Empire at War. Empire. For the RTS flavor.
Oh, my. It's like, so we have all these games that like have been so great and haven't quite like usurped that in a way. So maybe I could be wrong. But
I still go back to them.
I know. They're great. And then again, and I'm thinking about this as well because as far as like action adventure games like Force Unleashed.
The Force Unleashed is straight up just Star Wars God of War.
Exactly. But it's just the fact that it's like it was so unique in its approach for certain things, and it's like its combat system, the story that it weaves in with like the kind of narrative of like the Empire with Darth Vader and all that stuff. And it's like, dude, and like we haven't quite gotten a game like that, or you know, I don't know. It's like we have like we've just articulated. Every genre of video game, we have like a Star Wars version of it that like is good in its own way, but like we don't have like a modern Star Wars games have not been. I mean, I haven't really been a whole, you know, or they've been abandoned.
I can't think of many.
They did some more work with Squadrons
was pretty fun.
Yeah,
from what little we played of that, it was like a full on flight sim.
It's pretty good
for a different a classic shoot 'em up in the cockpit of whatever fighter you happen to take control of.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, as a whole, it didn't really stick with me, you know?
Yeah.
Like those old ones did. And it may just be like the rose-tinted glasses effect of it. But man, I just...
The joke that I made to you the other day about or when we were talking about this was the fact that I was like, I find it hilarious that like the next best Star Wars RPG is an overhaul mod of Starfield.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like... It's called Star Wars Genesis, and it's an overhaul mod of Starfield.
That's insane.
And it's not perfect. It's still in development. It's still working out. But like I've watched some clips of it, and it's pretty flushed out. There's a lot of systems in place here. There's a lot of stuff that's like there's a lot of passion and time and effort that went into this. And I'm like, it's a beautiful RPG game.
Might just be worth its salt.
And I think the only thing that is original is the framework.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyways.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But a testament to what passionate enough fans can do with a series given the right tools.
Yeah. Or the modding community given an old game. Because I know Empire at War is like one of those.
Oh, yeah. Thrawn's Revenge.
Dude.
I play the shit out of that. Empire War Remake.
I haven't, and that's the thing is I want to.
Oh man,
I've heard it's great, and I would love to do that. Little RTS game, dude. I think we played a couple times.
Oh, for sure.
I gotta download some more games. More Star Wars games. My Steam Deck. You and I talked about the EA Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah,
the more modern version of it. Yeah. I think they did a better job than the first one with that.
They cleaned it up at the tail end.
Yes.
Of it. Before they fixing and getting rid of all their monetization bullshit.
Yep.
Because holy shit, dude, that was a dumpster fire whenever it first came out.
Before
people were rabid.
Oh my god,
for good reason.
Yeah,
it was absolutely ridiculous the kind of shit they were trying to pull.
Yeah, but anyways, well, I think they released some more characters, but before development stopped on it, I think they were going to release more characters that ended up more Force-based characters that ended up not fleshing out, which is kind of sad, but
it is what it is.
Speaking of ending development on a game,
oh man, this is another dark secret that I've carried with me for years. Literal years I've fucking dealt with this bullshit of my own accord.
Yeah. I stuck my toe in that accursed pool.
Oh yes.
For 6 months, I think.
Now
9 months.
Growing up as I did.
Yes.
I was big into Halo.
Of course.
That was my quintessential go-to game.
Was big
go-to shooter.
I think you're still big.
Shooter.
Shooter.
Right.
Shoot 'em up. Yeah.
And as soon as Bungie, OG Bungie, were finished and done with the series long after they already wanted to be, they signed over the rights to Microsoft, and then Halo 4 happened and all that fucking garbage.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that's not real. I don't know what I was thinking.
Reach was the end.
Right, that was it. So they finish with Halo. It's done and over with in their eyes, and they begin development on a new IP called...
You want to say it or do you want me to say it?
It hurts. I'm physically recoiling from saying the fucking name. It's that vitriolic to me. But yeah, they start
on a game called Destiny.
Yeah. And man, I'm fucking suckered in because what else would I think? This developer that I've grown up with,
who has done a good job, of
working on a brand spanking new game, original, unique setting. Of course I'm going to be all in on it.
Yeah.
And it comes out, and it is one of the most bare bones, shooters for what they're going for.
Right.
Oh my god, I remember when they used to call it a fucking shared world shooter.
Really?
Holy fuck.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, they nailed the gunplay.
Right.
The general gameplay feels good. You get a mixture of abilities depending on like one of the 3 classes you choose.
Right.
And right off the bat, I was a fucking Titan. Because of course, they had some of the coolest looking armor. They were the archetype that I gravitated toward the most.
Yes. Big armor, big guns.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
And for a while, like I was just going through the main story, and I was like, okay, this is pretty neat. And then I get to the end, and I'm like, that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
And yeah. So I made peace with that.
How long was Destiny 1 out before Destiny 2 came about? Was it a while?
I honestly can't say.
Let me see real quick. You keep up, and I'll look this up real quick.
Yeah, there were. What really like kept me interested and invested was the story and the setting. You are like part of this last bastion of humanity defending a final city that is encroached on all sides on Earth, and above which rests a giant white orb called the Traveler that just entered the system one day and started like terraforming planets, making it habitable, basically just improving upon everything in the system for us.
Yeah. The original Destiny was released September 9th of 2024 on the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, 360.
I'm sorry,
Xbox
did you
One.
say 24?
I'm sorry, 2014.
Okay, I was about to say, like, there's no fucking way.
I'm sorry.
Unless I time travel.
No.
Oh my God.
September 9th of 20...
That'd be even more disappointing.
I was thinking too modern. No.
Yeah.
Of 2014 on the PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Destiny 2 was released September 6th of 2017.
Oh.
So 3 years, literally almost to the day, 3 years later.
That was after the flood.
Yeah.
I started that shit after the flood.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, a year afterwards, too. So the crazy thing is, Destiny was around, the original Destiny was out for 3 years. And I guess they updated it a little bit, but like not a whole lot.
They added like expansions. But I mean, it was like it was middling at best.
Yeah.
As far as like this stuff, like we got some gems.
Yeah.
The raids. Everybody talks about how like good the raids are, and they were. Like that was one of the most enjoyable experiences with getting like 5 other people together to like tackle one of these things.
Which is like the old. I've said this before. It's like old MMO raids.
Right.
I have done raids of MMO, like Lord of the Rings Online stuff, where you get like 6, 12 people together and you start doing some big shit, coordinating stuff. It's
exactly.
Like,
it's one of the only instances of having a dedicated group of people that I would hook up with at certain points in the week, and we would just hammer that shit out.
Yep.
And then it was same time next week. See you then.
Yep.
And I hadn't, there was like, nothing else like it for me.
Right.
Especially for a shooter, because that's like fucking MMO shit.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah.
Now, everything else, like the release schedule, the fact that when they decided to release this stuff and how often they updated the game, there would be periods of stagnation.
Right.
Me and Dakota can attest to this, where we'll try to like boot it up and get some stuff done, and then it'll just be nothing. Like, we'll feel like there's just nothing to do, and
and
we'll be like, well, I guess
we're done.
The next expansion will be out soon, then we'll have stuff to do, right?
Right.
And that is really what hurt it the most for me.
Right.
Because I absolutely fell in love with the enemy factions of this series.
They're great.
Like, it's some of the coolest shit. Like, you've got the Hive, which are like these straight up incarnations of darkness.
Yeah.
Which is just this vague, like, evil entity that you are fighting against throughout the game, cited as the cause for the collapse.
Right.
Which almost ended humanity. And they're just crazy ass, like, worm bug people who conduct, like, a shit ton of crazy ass dark rituals in service of dark gods. I mean, it's cool, almost eldritch in nature. And then you've got the complete opposite end of the spectrum with the Cabal and Fallen.
Yeah, dude.
Which are just completely separate species of alien that have also like infiltrated and or conquered parts of our system.
Right.
Now, I love the Cabal.
Of course.
They're my absolute favorite part of this entire series. If there's one thing I can pull from this series that I will forever love, it is the Cabal.
Of course.
As a species and enemy to fight.
Yeah.
Because they were more often described as most like us.
Yeah.
Like if we were given free reign of the stars without any like form of wisdom or any sense of like moderation. Mm-hmm. We would just be straight up blowing through planets just for getting in the way. And that's literally how they describe. They blow up planets and moons just for getting in their way,
that's
dude.
Crazy,
it's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Ugh. And I mean, other than that, like whatever infatuation I have with the different aspects of the story and whatever you fight in it, it could not make up for the lackluster, like, variety of, like, activities and, like, game play.
Right.
To, you know, play the fucking game. Like, there was almost nothing for, like, entire stretches of time that I can cite, like, different events in my life.
Yeah.
And it felt completely mismanaged.
So I guess whenever Destiny 2 released,
initially I was fucking done. Like I didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I was done with the series at that point, and then somehow
I think I know who somehow is.
Yeah, no, the somehow otherwise known as Dakota.
Yeah. I know you're listening,
me into
buddy.
the series again.
And
oh
man.
At first,
a little sucker.
It was like okay.
Yeah.
Still not
the crazy thing
about any carryover happening.
The crazy thing for me is that in September of 2017, did you play it on launch or shortly afterwards?
I think I did.
Because if you did,
we saw some of the trailers. Dakota hit me up and he was like, "Man, it's looking pretty good." And I was like, "Oh, how much is it?"
Oh, yeah,
and that was it.
So I was preparing to move to Canada during this time. So by the time the tail end of 17 is when I moved to Canada. So like the crazy thing is I'm just trying to put things in my mind for like when this released, and I didn't realize that Destiny 2 released then.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm.
That it's also almost been 10 years, which we don't kind of get into that.
Oh God.
But yeah, so that's crazy to think about that release, and I guess it was a little bit better. I think they released 2. I think they released 2 with the hope that it was going to be like a live service game,
right?
Because I don't think they were planning on that for the first one.
Yeah,
for obvious reasons. It's been going on for damn near 10 years now.
Right. The game still felt okay to play.
Yeah.
I don't know that I liked it more than the first one because I felt like it's the same reason I don't like Doom Eternal as much as the 2016 Doom.
Okay.
Because everything felt a little faster and not as like weighty.
I see what you're saying.
And oh my God, the thing I will never get over is the dumbass decision of making shaders a limited use item for your armor instead of just having you be able to switch between whichever one you wanted and just have it permanently. Like in the first game. No, they make it to where whatever shader you pick up, it's only one.
Yeah.
And it can only be applied to one piece of armor. And immediately I was like, oh, this is fucking bullshit.
This is awful.
This is the beginning of the end. They fucking hit the ground and did not run.
Nope.
They fucking started running backwards.
Yeah, they plowed to the ground and sat there.
Right. Yeah. And oh my God. Shortly after me and Dakota beat the main story, I fucking stopped.
Really?
Yeah. I had gotten
okay.
Oh my God. I had gotten through like the first half of the initial DLC for it, and it was just nonsense. Just a bunch of random bullshit that you didn't care about, that didn't give you much that was good. It just it just didn't do damn near anything for you to keep you invested.
Of course.
So I stopped.
Right.
I stopped for a long time.
Yes.
And then after they released Forsaken, which was one of the other big DLCs that started making everything look pretty good again.
Yep.
Me and Dakota were like,
okay, let's give it a
let's
shot.
hop back in. And I'm like, if I could go back in time and stop myself from doing anything, it would be getting into Destiny.
Yep.
The
whole reason I'm bringing this up on the show now is because I wanted to talk about this for this very reason that we're going through right now. Is this little catharsis?
We got an announcement.
Yeah. Which I'm not. I don't want to blow the secret quite yet, in case people don't know. Which I'm pretty sure everyone does know, but I don't want to save it. The big thing that I wanted to talk about was the fact that this game has always found a way to reel you back in. And the joke that I have made, because there was a point in time in 2021, 2022, I can't remember when it was. It was probably 21. It was probably 20 or 21. I can't remember for me. Where I jumped in at the Witch
Queen.
The Witch Queen. I jumped in like around that time, and I played. I'm the kind of person who, if you can't tell by me talking and hyping up, Helldivers 2 and my new addiction that I've been falling hard for, Elite Dangerous.
Right.
I like certain games. I have moments where I'll play long stretches of games, and I'll play occasionally a game here and there. But for the most part, I like hyper fixating on one game and really just like spending a lot of time in it. And there was a moment for me with Destiny 2 where I think I had watched you play it a bunch.
Yeah.
And you always talked about don't do it, don't get into it. Right. It's a bad habit, it's a bad addiction.
The only reason I'm still playing is because of the fucking sunk cost fallacy.
Exactly. And then
I've spent too much time in this fucking game that I feel like I have to keep going. But
I kept walking in, I kept chilling out with you and hanging out and watching you, play the game a little bit and being like, I don't know, I kind of want to try it. And of course you were like,
and my immediate instinct was to be like, don't
do it.
Don't do it. Don't waste your money.
Don't do it. And so I went ahead, I did. And I fell hard for like 6 to 9 months. I can't remember how long it was. It's all a blur.
Yeah.
But I just know that
everything was a haze.
Everything was a haze, and I spent about a couple hundred hours in the game.
Yeah.
I unlocked a bunch of cool weapons. I did a bunch of fun activities. I did a bunch of stuff with you and Dakota, and I think even our buddy Nick that I think was there with us at some points in time, possibly. But I played the shit out of it, and I started to realize I get the addiction.
Yep.
I get the problem with it because there was a lot of things that I couldn't access anymore because they were sunset. They were away.
That is the biggest fucking faux pas.
I know. They were taken away.
Anything I have ever played.
Yes. And not only that, there was also things where it really, the FOMO, the fear of missing out, really hit me where I was like,
time bullshit.
I was like, if I don't hop in right now, again, and then the next season would come out and it was always a new thing and more stuff to unlock. And I was like, I see the grind.
Yep.
I see where Dylan's talking about what this is a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And it was in that moment where I was like, I came up for air. I had some sobriety, and I was like, okay,
man, I gotta stop.
All right,
this is
bad. I don't like this anymore, and I deleted it, and I never looked back.
Good.
And then I told Dylan when it happened, and he was like, I
was like, oh, thank God.
He's like, I'm pretty sure he put his hand on my shoulder and was like, good on you. Good on you for getting out.
You're better than most.
I'm too far gone, and I can't. And I'm like, you can. I know you can. And so since then, it
wasn't long after that I did.
Ever since then,
I've been clean for years.
Yeah. Ever since then, I think it was maybe a year or so later. There was a moment where he told me, he's like, I deleted Destiny. I deleted it, and I'm not re-downloading. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yep, I'm clean. And I was like,
I got better shit to do with my time.
And I was like, good on you. And I'm happy for you.
It's such a relieving feeling.
But the thing is
like I can't imagine the mindset of it back then.
Yeah.
The
thing, but like you said, you sunk a lot of time into it. You sunk some money into the expansions. You
put a lot of character.
You liked your character. There was fun aspects of the game, and I think also the community helped out with some of that as well. Like again, whenever Dakota and myself were playing, it was more so Dakota than me. I think I mean, my window was very brief, but it was very passionate for what little time it was.
Tiniest slice.
Yeah, and I had a lot of fun with it. I will never forget the memories that we made in that game. Just with other MMOs that I've played, where I've made some great memories. I will never forget beating my head up against the wall a couple times trying to kill the Witch Queen because I couldn't quite get the shit figured out. Getting myself leveled up some more, going back at it, and I'll never forget the three of us taking her down, and it was like, and it felt good. It felt good figuring out the
bug bitch.
Yeah, you bug ass bitch. Yeah, it's just like shit like that. I'll never forget those moments. Those are the special parts of it. That's the stuff that
we had the trifecta going there for a while. I was a Titan, you were a Warlock, Dakota was a Hunter. It was perfect.
Good match made in heaven. It's perfect. But they didn't manage the game well. I feel like it was obviously they were trying to capitalize on finances and trying to they were again taking away shit. They for some reason decided to like sunset things and take away stuff for some reason.
It baffles me that the game as it exists now, does not have a good starting point for any new player.
Yes. That's the big thing I was talking about. That I was like that was the big concern that I had, and even them they had said that they wanted to fix, but never got around to because I guess they were just too hyper focused on. They were too focused on the existing players that are. It's the same issue with most, I think, games or businesses or whatever. It's like you have the loyal paying customers that pay you money, and if you take attention away from them to focus on new people, that means that they're not going to have new stuff to deal with. Which sometimes that's okay. Like you can just hang out for a minute and let's focus on the new user experience so that we can onboard people easier. It's a more seamless, fun experience for people. We can get more people in there. But obviously the veterans don't want that. They want their crazy ultra builds, PvP, all that nonsense. The freaking sweats. They want their shit hyper optimized and all that stuff. And I think that Destiny went in that route more so. Is like catering to the people that are already there, already paying money. And I think that they were doing things, and they
didn't even do that very well.
You're right, and that's what I'm saying. And what we're gonna say here is Bungie is ending active live service development on Destiny 2 because of declining player numbers, poor financial performance from recent expansions, and a strategic pivot to focus on their new game, Marathon.
Don't even get me started on Marathon.
Yeah, we won't talk about Marathon. I don't give a shit about Marathon. I don't like extraction shooters too much. But it's the new vibe. It's the new Battle Royale. It's the new Fortnite. So everyone's got to make their version of...
Except it's like way late already.
I know, but everyone's got to make their new version of it. Everyone has to have their extraction shooter variant. Escape from Tarkov was good, and everyone's got to have their own... What's the next one? Freaking Arc Raiders. They got their new one. It's a new big shit, so everyone's got to make their new thing. But But I had made the joke that obviously Destiny has, I think, loomed over Dylan like a dark cloud for a long time. Has always haunted him. And I think he's been there since the beginning, since Destiny 1.
I still remember that initial trailer I saw for it, the Long of the Jungle trailer.
Yeah.
That shit. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to show it to you after this, but God damn. That was what really like got me interested.
Right.
But no more.
And it is and for anybody who doesn't know, or who if you're hearing, first of all, if you're hearing it here first, that's thank you, appreciate that. That's awesome.
Right,
but also crazy that Destiny 2 is to end live service content
on my fucking birthday,
June 9th. And the crazy thing is,
it's insane to me.
And the second that
it's like they know.
Yeah, the second that I heard that, I was like, this was all a clever ploy.
Right. I've been playing this shit since the first beta.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This Destiny 2 was just a big clever ploy. This is all as the prophecy foretold. They were like, we're making this game just to hemorrhage Dylan, and then we're gonna
out of spite.
Yes. And on the day of his birth, we will kill off this franchise once and for all.
As recompense.
Yes, exactly.
And then my burden will be lifted in its entirety.
I want to know what day of the week that is. What day of the week is your birthday on this year? Let's see.
Like a quick gander.
Because I'm going to tell you what. I think
I'm about to fucking party.
I'm about to say not only that, but I think you and I, it's a Tuesday. No way, dude.
Damn.
No fucking way, dude.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, it's a Tuesday.
Woof.
I hope you know that if you're going to be here, that we're going to pour one out for Destiny 2.
Yep.
And
I'll
gonna
piss on that fucking thing.
Yeah, dude.
I've wasted thousands of hours in both games combined.
Yeah.
It's horrific. It is a badge of shame that I will wear for the rest of my days.
I wonder if
But the beast is now slain.
Yes. And kudos to you. I wonder, are they going to keep up the servers?
I have no idea.
Just like not make any more new content for it? Or are they closing it down altogether?
Part of me hopes that it somehow remains active strictly for preservation.
Right.
For what little left there is of everything in that game. Unless they somehow miraculously manage to add everything they've taken out back.
Dude.
Which I think is impossible.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
I think they end up losing like the fucking source code.
No.
For not the game itself, but for like whatever bits and pieces they've fucking torn out.
Get out.
Yeah. They got sued recently because of similarities like the initial campaign had to some other dude's story that they were almost like verbatim. And whenever they were told to present some evidence, like give an example, like they were like, we can't. It's gone.
What?
Yeah. They straight up just deleted that shit from existence.
That's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
So like even if you wanted to like have like the original Destiny 2 experience,
can't do it.
Damn.
All that's left are videos.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It says to that end on June 9th, we will release the final live service content update for Destiny 2 to begin that new journey as a studio.
Huh.
So I wonder.
At this point, I'm not sure they're going to be around much longer.
Yeah, for real. But I think Marathon has made them money.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I think that's their focus. Is the problem is like they have not only ruined the new player experience, they've ruined the veteran experience as well of the players. And that's the thing is that the new expansion released, they did not make financial numbers for it probably for obvious reasons that no one wants to probably pay for it because it's not nearly as good. Mm-hmm. And then Marathon is doing numbers. And they're like, okay, so our cash cow, Destiny 2, is now not making us enough money, but Marathon
time to cut our losses.
Fold you guys over into Marathon.
That's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
And dude, I can't tell you, like after like looking into the rest of Bungie's repertoire after going through Halo and finding out they had more games like already made, like fucking Myth.
Oh yeah.
And Marathon.
Yeah.
A series of first-person shooters, albeit like the old school type, almost comparable to like Doom and shit.
Yeah.
But as soon as I saw this new trailer for the new Marathon, I was beside myself. I was super ecstatic. I was like, there's no way they're digging this shit up. Yeah. I thought that was going to be relegated to the fucking history books. And then I see that it's going to be a fucking extraction shooter.
Yep.
And I'm like,
ugh.
That's...
No thanks.
You're very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool.
It says though
to make a new entry in a series that was primarily a PvE shooter.
Yeah.
Into a fucking extraction shooter.
Right. They're just trying to make money. Though active development may be concluding, we will ensure that Destiny 2 remains playable, just as the original Destiny is today. Many changes
if you pay for PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live.
Many changes in the final update will aim to ensure that Destiny 2 is a welcoming place for players to return to. We're proud of Destiny 2, the place it took us, and the legacy it has created. Because of all of you, our universe is vast, built on years of shared stories, adventures, and victories. From the Cosmodrome to the Pale Heart to the Lawless Frontier, we have forged lifelong memories and friendships with you all.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we are incredibly grateful to everyone who made that journey with us. From the deepest parts of our hearts, thank you. And we will see you in the stars. Well, shit.
Yep. Oh, man.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, that's an entire chapter of my life.
Yep.
That I can now finally bury for good.
How fitting that the last DLC was called
fucking crazy.
The last DLC is called The Final Shape.
It should have ended there. It should have straight up just ended.
Yep.
That would have been fine. Everything that's happened before, I still wouldn't have forgiven, but that would have been like, okay. That's a sensible point to stop. But no, they kept going.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much where I did stop, yeah.
Right.
I didn't continue after that.
I haven't read up on this, but like the thing I'm looking up is on Bungie.net right now, and it's of course it says Destiny 2, every end is a new beginning, and it's like a forum post or something that they have posted on their website. But yeah, I wonder what this holds. What they I don't know.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's crazy.
Well, just wanted to touch on that. Because that was that's definitely a chapter closed.
It's important that I get it out of my system.
Yeah.
Forever.
And with that, thank you all for listening. I hope that if any of you out there have also struggled with Destiny 2.
Or addiction in general.
Or addiction in general, that you know that we're here for you. It's hard. It's tough sometimes. And obviously, I know I was making a joke about it because it does feel like it, but it is sometimes for most people. Yeah. It's nice to have people around you that can help talk you through it, and you can do it. Just keep going. Keep up the fight.
Don't pick up that fucking controller.
Don't do it.
Not for that shit.
Not for that shit. You're better than that.
You deserve better.
You deserve better. Trust me.
Be like me.
Be like me. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and we can move on to something else. If you want to try and get in contact with us, we have comment sections on YouTube and Spotify. You can type in The Aftermath on any major podcasting platforms. You can find us there, or you can go into YouTube and type in @Hindsight Studios in the little search bar, and you can find our channel there, where we have all the different. You can subscribe to us, like the videos, all that stuff. We would really appreciate it. Be sure to share it with somebody. If you feel like we talked about anything in this episode today that someone in your life would appreciate, hit them up. Send them this. We very much appreciate it. And if not, we'll probably talk about some sort of gotcha game in the future, or we'll talk about, we'll rant about extraction shooters one day. I believe it. And until next week, thank you so much for listening.
See you.
Bye-bye.